Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Monday Halls Live. I'm Cross Collects Comics, and I'm excited because I've got two really cool guys, Dr. Doom's Fan Club and JT Comics, hanging out with me tonight. We're going to get into the comics that we've got picked up for the week. But before we do that, just a quick note that we got the giveaway show happening at 10 p.m. Central on Wednesday night. And then also this Friday night, I'm going to be debuting another top 10 video. This is my top 10 picks for dark future comic storylines. You want to make sure and pick that up. But hey, welcome to Monday Halls Live. Glad that you're here with us. All right, hey, we're back. I'm going to go ahead and bring the guys out, and we're going to get things started. But hey, drop in the comments. Let us know if you have seen some of the hottest comic or some of the comic book movies that have been coming out. Because we are going to be talking on Wednesday, and we were talking backstage about the Flash movie. But also want to hear your feedback on the Across the Spider-Verse, this Miles Morales sequel that came out recently. But hey, let's go ahead and bring out our first guest for tonight. He is known on Instagram as Dr. Doom's Fan Club. I got a chance to hang out with him on Mr. Comics 89's channel. We were doing the knockout show. Lots of fun debating about different characters going up against each other. Here he is. Stu, what's up?
What's up, brother? Thanks for having me, man. Pleasure to be here.
Awesome. Glad to have you here, man. I'm so excited that you're going to get to hang out with us tonight. So I love your backdrop, too. All right, let me go ahead and also bring out somebody that y'all are becoming quickly familiar with, our good buddy, JT Comic Books. He's hanging out in a different spot tonight, but he's got some really stellar books to show us. JT, what's up?
What's going on, comic book fam? It's your boy JT. Hey, shout out to Comic Book Fan Club right here.
Nice.
Still open enrollment. If you want to join, make sure you go to comicbookfiendclub.com. We have chapters all over, South, Midwest, East, all that West. So reach out to members, learn how to join. Check us out.
Awesome. Very cool. So, hey, y'all, if y'all are interested in the Comic Book Fiend Club, make sure and hit up JT. He's at JT_comic books on Instagram. You can also find it. Is it comicbookfiendclub.com on
Yes,
the web?
Sir.
Perfect. Yeah, I checked it out, and I was pretty excited about, just some of the cool stuff going on. And especially those really sweet vests that you guys have. Those are pretty nice. No, it makes you want one. Well, hey, as I've shared before, this is Monday Halls Live, and this is our weekly web series where we talk about the past week to week and a half worth of comic book and pop culture pickups. So I'm coming back after being out last week with some stuff that I picked up at Fan Expo Dallas, which was a convention here in the Texas region. Also got some other, just odds and ends. Also have a stack of signed books, including some books that I'm going to be previewing that will be upcoming giveaways for the giveaway show. So make sure that y'all tune in for the rest of this. And I know Stu and JT both have some books. So let's go to the chat and say hey to everybody that's here, and then we're going to get things started. First up, Las Cruces 1971. Good to see you hanging out in the chat. Glad that you're here. As always, he's saying hello from New Mexico. Southern Comic Geek is here with the one eternal truth on the channel, hashtag Paul's fault. If something goes wrong, it's generally Paul's fault. Sometimes, most of the time, but not all the time. All right, Las Cruces says, Mr. Collector says, I'm ready to see some Miles books. Cough, cough, JT. L Green, Larry Green, it's good to see you. What are you up to? Glad that you're here. Southern Comic Geeks hanging out. Jonathan Dodson, what's up? Good to see you. Hope that you and your cousin are doing well. Serge Henderson, it's good to see you as well. says hello to everybody in the comic book community. Hello, Carlos and the gang. El Green says Spider-Verse was just okay. Nice. All right. Weapon X says, what goes on here? He may have forgotten what we're doing here. It's good to see him hanging out in the chat with us tonight. And then Amazing Spider Flint, good to see you as well. Glad that you're here. One of the most prolific original Spider-Man collectors on the planet, Amazing Spider Flint. Glad that you're here. He also guest stars with us sometimes on the show. Glad that y'all are all hanging out here. Well, we've got some really cool books. So the way we do it on Monday Halls Live, currently, although we will see some changes to the program coming up at the end of the summer. I'm really excited about it, looking forward to it. We're going to do something special to celebrate our 100th episode. Then we'll be making some changes to the show thereafter. But what we do is we go round robin style. We show off some of the books that we picked up, as well as why we chose to pick them up, because we like to share that with you, give you some information about books that are out and why we think they're worth picking up. So that's kind of how we do it. We also show just books that we're a fan of, books that we've picked up, not always within the past week to week and a half, but generally as a rule, that's what we've got. But I'm looking forward to it. So I'm going to go ahead. El Green Machine, yes, I am. They are very thick. I do have a pretty serious prescription. So most of the time, you'll see me with my contacts in. But tonight, I said, you know what? I said we were off celebrating Juneteenth, so I was just gonna go live with my glasses and just enjoy the night and just hang out.
Yeah, do your thing, man. Live your best life.
Mr. Collector says El Green, broken heart. Mr. Collector, ham purple. Okay, all those. Louis V, what's up? Good to see you, sir. Glad that you're popping in to hang out with us as well. All right, so hey, I'm going to show off a couple of books. I did share these on the. I'm going to do a short first round, and then I'm going to pass it right off to Stu, and then we'll pass it off to JT. This first round shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, guys, as y'all get your books ready to share. So I was at Fan Expo Dallas, and not only did I get a bunch of signatures, but I also picked up 4 books for the personal collection. Y'all know, if you've been following the channel for a while, you know that I am a big Zorro fan. So I picked up Zorro. This is number 14 and 15 from 1961, from May and August of 1961. It's number 14 and 15 of Walt Disney Zorro, published by Dell. These are nice 15 centers. Just slid them into brand new Mylars. And so I've now moved into the photo covers. I've got all the Golden Age Zorros. I've got all the Silver Age Zorros. Now we're moving into late Silver Age and bronze. 61 is still Silver Age. It's at the end, but these were 15-cent books. If I show this off, then this is so Zorro is. I have a wing of the collection dedicated to Hispanic superheroes, and Zorro is the granddaddy of not just Hispanic superheroes, but also even vigilantes like Batman, the Shadow, and the Phantom. So I just love the idea of having a complete run of all the original books. I am getting to the point where I'm starting to have doubles, but I did not have each of these and was able to get these from a dealer. And he was really excited because he hadn't had anybody ask him about Zorro in a really long time, but he actually had 2 tucked away in a long box all the way at the back of his booth. So it was nice for me and for him. And as you know, I am continuing on with picking up my, with filling out my G.I. Joe run. I now, with these 2, have under 40 books left to complete the 155 issue run. I did pick up issue number 10 in a pretty nice condition.
Okay.
And then also picked up issue number 17. So once I get issue number 20, I will have all the way from 1 through 30 complete. So which does include number 1, and it does include the 21, which is the silent issue. Both of those are now autographed by Larry Hama. But this is nice because I think I'm going to be able to finally finish, because this will be at the end of this year, at the end of 2023. It'll be 3 full years working to complete the GI Joe run. And I'm in some ways I'm a little bit older school collector, so I like to get complete runs of books. So it's nice to be kind of seeing the light at the end of the tunnel with this project that we're working on. Because it's been, like I said, it's been 2.5 years now. And I've been working on this. And, I do other ones too, like Punisher, the main series from the 80s, Punisher War Journal, Classic X-Men. Those are all other nostalgia books from my nostalgia wing where I'm building runs. But yeah, to add these two to the overall mix was pretty nice. So I'm happy about that. And they're both in good condition. They're both at least 8.0 or better. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it off now to Stu and let him. What's up? I just got to shout him out. Don Dizzle, what's up? Glad that you're here tonight. Weapon X is hanging out in the chat. Weapon X is, of course, also free to jump on if he chooses, but he may be busy right now. So I'm going to go ahead and pass it on to Stu, and he's going to share with us what he's got. So, Stu, what do you got?
All right. I got Green Lantern #2, the Mike Deodato variant.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Oh, wow.
Mike's coming back on Flash. I'm pretty stoked for that. One of my favorite artists. I got Black Panther #1, the Raza variant. This thing is awesome.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's dope.
This was a great book, man. I really enjoyed this. AWA is one of my favorite publishers. They got this crime thriller, Sins of Salt and Sea, written by Ed Brisson. This was a good read. They also got another book out, Red Sound, which I really like. They published some Eisner nominees here in the recent past. They're one of my favorites. And then, of course, Clobbering Time. This is such a great series. Written and drawn by Steve Scroach.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. Have you haven't heard about this one?
No, I haven't heard about this one yet.
It's like every issue is thing is with a different character. He was with Doctor Strange and then Wolverine before in each separate issue, but he's chasing this time traveling guy who's really got his number. And the writing and the art on it has been spectacular. It's been one of my favorite things that Marvel's been doing here recently. I think it's only got another issue or 2 left, but I highly recommend this one. And then real quick, I'm collecting these Mark Brooks corner box. I'm crazy about these corner box variants.
Yes.
Then we got X-Men.
Those are really sharp. Yeah, I saw one of them. I saw one that you posted on Instagram.
I love these things.
Oh, wow.
The classic team.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
He's got one coming out this week on Avengers #2, I believe.
And who's that one going to be? Do you know? I guess the original.
I think it's going to be Vision solo.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So that's what I got for
nice.
First round. Yeah.
Very cool. Let's keep moving along to. Thanks for sharing those, man. Thanks,
yeah, absolutely,
for sure.
Absolutely.
And let's keep moving along to JT, and let's see what JT's got for us.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go real quick. At 3 good books. Now, let's say these are cover buys. I'm not even reading. Well, one of these I'm not reading at all. Have you ever seen these? The iconic covers?
Oh, yeah.
I thought these were pretty dope. Like, again, I'm not reading Captain Marvel, but this has one of my favorite characters on it. Monica Rambeau.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I collect minority books, so I had to pick this one up. My favorites. Also, for you, Mr. Collector, for you already had it. Spider-Man already came out. I think this is about 2 weeks old, maybe. I never got this cover, so I finally got this cover in my LCS. Shout out to Comic Vault. Right. Especially because they already bag and board. I don't have to worry about it. 25 cents.
That's beautiful. Who did that?
What's that?
Who did that? Who's the artist on that?
Who is the? I could not even see. I just like the cover. Cover buys like
Yeah, that one. I love that one.
cover buys.
That's true.
Pretty dope. And then I got one more that I'm gonna show. I am an Ultimates fan. Anything with
Oh, nice.
Sick.
this is
Wait,
like
so is that
cover.
a new? No, that's not.
That's
a
the
new
hip hop variant, isn't it?
this
Yeah,
is
that's
just
from.
hop
Okay,
variant.
yeah, I was gonna say I've never seen that hip hop variant.
Yeah, me either. So that's why I got it.
I don't know
That's
that album. Yeah, I don't know that album cool off the top of my head, but that's sick.
Yeah. So that's pretty
That-
dope. I think this is Salt and Pepper. You know, from the 90s.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
the TLC.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
The TLC, or no, Salt and Pepper. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's sick. Hell yeah.
Pretty dope. And that'll be it for my first round.
Nice. All right. Well, hey, for those who are just joining us, this is Monday Halls Live. This is, or maybe you're watching it on the rewatch. This is our weekly web series where we go over the past week and a half's worth of comic book pickups. Like I shared at the beginning, this is on the heels of Fan Expo Dallas, which was a week ago now. So I wanted to share some of the books that I chose to get signed and give a shout out. I don't have his business card up here with me, of all things. Okay, I'll have to shout him out when we do the actual giveaway, because both of the books that he gave. So I was in line for Art Germ, because Art Germ was at Fan Expo Dallas. And this guy that was a couple spaces, you have line buddies, you start talking while you're waiting in line for autographs. And this guy was a local comic shop owner in the Irving area, and he just had a ton of Art Germ books with him, and he just started giving them away to us, to other people in line. And I said, hey, I will absolutely take a couple of those and just do them as giveaways. And so at least 2 signed Art Germ books are going to be given away in the coming weeks. Yeah, a lot of other signed, but I'll get to those in a second. So one of the books that I had signed this week, or at Fan Expo Dallas, was Supergirl number 23. It's a foil cover. You can see Art Germ signed it right there. So this is a pretty sick cover. I've always liked this one. This one is just a gorgeous cover, stunning. There are 2 copies of it floating around. One of them will be a giveaway on an upcoming episode of the giveaway show. This is Action Comics 1046, the swimsuit variant by Art Germ, signed by Art Germ right there. Although I don't know that anybody's going to be paying as much attention to the signature, because Supergirl, I don't know if there's a better cover of her than this one right here. Yeah, it took me a while before I even realized that Superman was standing in the back there. So got that one signed also, because he was doing the signatures for only $10 a piece. And I said, well, this is a great time to stock up on a few giveaways. And then also, just get some cool covers signed. And I've kind of shifted away a little bit from getting all signature books graded. So this is Strange number 1, featuring the new Sorcerer of the Mystic Arts, or Master of the Mystical Arts. Clea has taken over in this title after the death of Stephen Strange, and there is his signature, Art Germ's signature. These are right on the line of being Carlos appropriate books. At least they're wearing swimsuits on these. So that's a big thing. I know. What signature? All right. So here's switching gears. Also there, really fun guy to get to talk to, because I got to visit with him at least a couple times during the course of the convention. James, and I think I've been saying his name wrong this whole time. James Tinian IV, best known for Something is Killing the Children, Department of Truth, and a ton of other really good books, including Blue Book, which is based on true stories of alien abductions. So I've got that now signed by James Tinian the fourth.
Wow.
But
That's
one
awesome.
cover wasn't enough. Decided to go ahead and get 2 copies signed.
Yeah.
So
I love that book so much. Yeah, that's a
yeah,
great
you
book.
know, he's killing it with some
He
of his
is. It's
book-
ridiculous.
He's seriously killing it.
He's on a roll.
Find out where's my. You know what? Oh my gosh. Do I seriously have. I just realized there's a whole other portfolio of signed books to go through, but I'll get to that in another round. All right. So also up, In-Hyuk Lee, who is I think has also a really beautiful painted style. This Predator variant for Predator #1 is now signed by In-Hyuk Lee there on the side.
That's
silver.
sick, dude.
Yeah, it's a really nice cover. These were cover buys with me not realizing. Yeah, and I went ahead and got 2 signed by him.
Nice.
So one is definitely
Not
going
mad
to
at
be
that.
giveaway. But yeah, I thought it was so cool that I just love this cover.
Yeah,
You know,
it is
he
so
just looks
good.
so sick. So I got
It
2 of
does.
these signed. One of them will be a giveaway. Also, for those who, when Tinian wrote Batman for a period of time for about 1.5 years ish or so, actually it was probably a couple years. He wrote Batman, the main Batman title. He also did Batman Annual #5, which is the origin of Clown Hunter. I was thinking that Clown Hunter might be the new Robin, but it didn't pan out that way, and that's okay. I don't feel like they've used it, but also the variant cover for Batman Annual #5 was done by none other than In-Hyuk Lee. So I got both of them to sign this copy of Batman Annual #5, the origin of Clown Hunter, and I got 2 copies, both
Oh
signed.
man, that's
both
amazing.
signed.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that.
So yeah. So these are also, it remains to be. I think one of them at least will be a giveaway, and I'm gonna partner it with the A cover. This is not autographed, but I'll throw an A cover in there when we do that giveaway. John Boy Meyer.
I think Clown Hunter's got a bright future too.
I'm hoping so. Now I know he's in Batman Incorporated right now.
Yeah.
And him and
I think, but of all Tinian's characters, I think he's got the best chance to be
yeah.
something.
Ghost. Now my favorite though was Ghost Maker. Love the costume design and being tied into Batman's past. And they've done a lot with the character since then. So, and he's in Batman Incorporated, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know about the plans, but I mean, it's just a great character to have. Let me see here. Okay, here we go. And then, so I'm going to speed these up a little. Okay, so I did pick up. I'd done a giveaway already of the Dallas edition of Batman 251 by Fan Expo. This is one of their convention exclusive covers. It is the Dallas edition. I had a copy in my PC, but then I gave it away on an episode of the giveaway show. Well, this one's going to stay in the PC this time. I wanted to have a copy of it for myself. Here is the other swimsuit variant signed by Art Germ also. This is a giveaway coming up. Catwoman #14 with an Art Germ cover. Signed by Art Germ now. So this will be a giveaway on an upcoming episode. Gun Honey Blood for Blood #1 with an Art Germ cover, now signed by Art Germ. This will be a giveaway on an upcoming episode of the giveaway show. So yeah, those are just this stack. I'm going to go ahead and send it along to the next person. So yeah, El Green, yeah, there it is. He won the last time that I gave away one of those, the Batman 251. It's on my list of collecting goals for this year to get an original. And if I do get an original, I may go ahead and do the exclusive as a giveaway at that point. But yeah, it's I just wanted to have one in the personal collection. So yeah, some really cool pickups. And the thing I loved the most about Fan Expo Dallas was that everybody was in a great mood. All the creators were so nice. So even the headliner, James Tinian, chatted with me for a few minutes in a couple different occasions. You know, I went through his signature line twice, and then I went to his panel, and we got to visit all 3 times. It's just really cool, approachable, you know, happy to be there. He was busy. He was very, very busy, but very polite, very cool, and just super approachable. All of them were. So kudos to Fan Expo Dallas, and big thanks to Dana at the Vocal Group for getting us in again, for bringing our team in again. So yeah, I'm going to pass it along to Stu for round 2.
Man, that's a tough act to follow right there.
Right.
But so starting with since you went to Art Germ, I got this. This was probably 3 or 4 weeks ago. I got this bad boy. But the Art Germ Doom variant. This is back from Slots Run.
I saw that. Yes, that is a beautiful, beautiful book.
Yeah, man. You showing off those Art Germs, I had to grab this bad boy. I got Ed Piskor's Frank Miller homage.
Nice.
This is for Tom Scioli's Fantastic Four Grand Design #1. I missed out on this variant way back when, but my LCS had a copy for below, and I had to get it. This guy's one of my favorite artists around. McNiven with the Hulk homage, of course. I have it in trade, but I was able to get the first 6 issues of Batman and Robin, Morrison and Quietly this weekend for $20.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, man. So I love this run, this creative team. Just some great stuff.
Yeah. That's a killer book or series to have.
Absolutely, man. So I gotta build out, of course, the Purple Rain homage. All right, so I did not know about this book. I found Batman Annual number 11 with this great little Clayface Alan Moore story in it.
Nice.
Yeah, like little finds like this are what I love digging for. I was just digging and I saw the back they got, and I was like, well, what's that about? And it's also got art by Norm Brayvogel, one of my favorite Batman artists. Batman artist of my childhood, really. Also had to get the Alan Moore Superman and Swamp Thing DC Comics presents.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys, this is like a crazy random story that Alan Moore did, but this fungus arrives on an asteroid from Krypton, and it basically it's going to kill Superman. So he hops in a car and drives down to the swamps of Louisiana to die. He wrecks his car, and Swamp Thing ends up saving him. And Superman he flies away, and he doesn't even know it. But it's this great little Alan Moore story about kind of Superman laid low by very unusual circumstances. It's one of my favorite comics, just period.
I've got it in my run, and it is.
Do you?
Fun.
Dude, I love it. It's one of my favorites. I just got 2 more. Just of course the Alex Ross Doom. Yeah. Timeless. Everybody's got these. And then I like collecting. One of my favorite things to collect is old Batman runs, like weird Batman runs that aren't so great from the 90s. This one's Alan Grant and Norman Brayvogel, Batman the Abduction with aliens. I haven't dug into it yet, but I'm excited to. So yeah, this is just like, I just love one of my favorite things about collecting is those bridging the gap buys with where I'm buying something or I'm completing a run I had when I was a kid in 93 or 94 or going back to something I missed from back then. That's one of my favorite things about the hobby. So I had to get this. That's what I got.
Very nice.
I'll send it back to you.
All right, I will keep it moving along to JT. JT, let's see what you got.
Yeah, I got 3 more books. I'll save a couple for the next round. More covers, but this time they actually go with the stories. So this is the very first book I'm gonna show right here. Green Villain Bird. This has a couple new characters in it, but this one on the cover, Adam had to get this. So sometimes
Have you been reading that? I've heard that's been good.
Yeah, it's been real good. Yeah, it's like short stories. So
Nice.
I think it's like 3 different stories in this one book. And I'm assuming they're gonna all converge by the last. Pretty good. And then I have this. Don't know if you guys are reading this, but it looks like they're trying to make Carnage more of a Miles villain. And this cover,
Yeah. I'm reading the Miles run. I love that right now. I'm on like issue 3 or 4, but yeah, I've loved all of that.
Yeah, like he's teamed up with the Scorpion, Red Goblin.
Yeah.
So they can try to take out Carnage. This is the Cletus Cassidy version. The other Carnage is still in space. But I like this cover because it's like connecting variant. So once I get all these together, I'm gonna show you guys. I'll put together on my wall. It'll be nice. And then my last book that I'm gonna show is Marvel Voices. I like collecting these. You know, you never know what you're gonna find in them. But this one is also a new character.
Oh wow!
Her name
That's a
is.
beautiful cover.
You know, you never know if these people are gonna pan out to be something, but just in case. And then I'll save my last 3 books for the next one.
Nice. All right, I'm going to bring it back around. Looks like it's back on me, and I have that stack that I did not realize I had. But I knew there was more books. So these are more signed books. These, but I will start with one that was a convention pickup. So they had another Fan Expo Dallas convention cover exclusive, Batman Adventures Mad Love #1. This was the John Boy Myers convention cover, and John Boy Myers was there, as you've seen if you've seen the little recap video. So he did sign this one.
I'm so mad I didn't make it.
But yeah, he signed this one. And let me say this: John Boy was probably the coolest creator I've ever gotten a chance to hang out with. My son and I got to chill with him for quite some time, just visited, just had a really good time, stopped in on him a couple times during the course of the convention. Super approachable, fun, had a great time, had some words of wisdom for my son about going to the military, and just really cool, and hooked me up on a bunch of signatures. So yeah, I mean, and yes, I'm going to show, so Erratic, from AWA Upshot that Stu mentioned earlier. They're putting out some great titles. John Boy Myers did a variant for Erratic #1. This was and so he signed this one in bright blue pink paint marker.
I like it.
But then he also did a 1 in 250 upside down negative version of the same cover. And I had him sign that one in lime green, so it pops. And it's basically the same artwork, but upside down and negative and version. And there's only 250 of these, and so I had him go ahead and sign this one. Again, just kept it raw because I'm fast moving away from the whole signature series thing. It's just doesn't make sense anymore for collectors and the personal collection. But in addition, he also had, I'd not seen that he did this. So he had done for Snake Eyes Dead Game by everybody's favorite Rob Liefeld. He had done a retailer exclusive variant for issue #1 of that title by IDW. Sick Snake Eyes, now signed by John Boy. Okay, but he didn't just hook me up with this. I'm talking book and signature. He also, after we got to visit and stuff, and he threw this, the 1 in 500.
Oh, nice.
So there, now if you look there, you can see the masks are different, and then like look at the belt. I don't know if you can tell the belt, but the belt is different as well. So the artwork is different. It's not just the background, but there are slightly different versions of the Snake Eyes costume. And yeah, it was just really cool because we got to visit with him and talk a little bit about the design. And he put this kind of rag thing around Snake Eyes like a special forces operator. So he signed both of these, hooked us up with these, and on top of it, he hooked me up with an 11 by 17 print of this, also signed by him. It's downstairs to get framed. John Boy was, he was just, dude, he was super cool, like really cool. I was so impressed. So he signed all those books, and just very cool about it. And he shot that little thing, it's a little intro bug for the channel. That just fantastic little piece. It's on one of the highlights. I don't know. I may show it at the end of this. Okay, but one of the books that I'm most excited about right now, if you watch the Netflix series Black Mirror, and you like that kind of tech noir, World Tree by James Tynion IV is an amazing story and well worth picking up. There's plenty of them out there now. So, as far as collectability goes, I highly recommend going ahead and picking up the originals because it's early on in the series. You can still find the cover A's for fairly inexpensive. Well, James Tynion IV was there, but in addition, Martin Blanco, the artist, was also there. So this is first print cover A, signed by both Tynion and Blanco.
Wow.
So very excited. I only had one copy. I went around in town looking for some extras. I couldn't find any. I didn't want to buy any of the 1 in 10s, 25s, 50s at the table because, I wanted to spend the most of my money on signatures. So I only have one copy of it. So this is a PC book. Sorry, it's not going into the giveaway round.
No, I'm not mad at that. That's an investment right there.
Yeah. Super cool, guys, and very excited to have them have that added to the PC because I really like the title. I love Black Mirror and the idea that Tynion did it, and he did it so well because the first issue is very well done, well worth picking up. And it's early enough on that you can pick them up. So, don't pay too much for them. Don't do the FOMO thing, but I'm telling you, it's worth picking up. Wolverine number 50. Some of you knew that I had gotten this signed at Pop Culture Power Show. This is purely a nostalgia thing. I had it signed by Larry Hama at Pop Culture Power Show.
Oh, that's one of my favorite covers, dude.
Yeah. Well, I also...
Larry Hama is one of my favorite writers, too. I love his Wolverine run in the 90s. Like, that's my childhood.
Yep. This book, such a vivid memory. I picked it up a long time ago and just held on to it. Then when Hama came to town back in March, realized that he wrote it, had him sign it, and then realized that Silvestri did interior art, and he was going to be at Phoenix to Dallas, so that's his scrawl across the masthead.
Oh, wow.
So this one, complete nostalgia pickup, and lots of fun, again, to... so I got that one. If you haven't been reading... Well, I'll end with that one. So Batman Superman was a run, I don't know which volume it was, but it was one of the combo titles. It was written by Joshua Williamson with art by David Marquez. Well, David Marquez had previously come through back in 2019 to a Bedrock City Comics. So I'd had him sign both versions of cover A, but in addition, Joshua Williamson was at Fan Expo Dallas this year, so now it's signed by both of them are signed by both writer and artist. Ooh. So very cool pickups here. He signed, Marquez signed him in 2019, and then Williamson just signed him this year. So those were fun to add. Green Arrow #1, which I've mentioned here on the channel and have recommended. I showed off that I'd gotten Frank Cho to sign the Black Canary variant while he was here in town for Comic Palooza. Had him sign it, but Joshua Williamson also wrote that. So I got the same one signed by Frank Cho, signed by Joshua Williamson as well.
That's nice.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
Really clean cover, really sweet.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, and
Frank Cho every time, man. Every time.
Oh yeah. I got a Black Cat print by him, and that's signed by him as well. And so that's also downstairs to get framed. Last book to show for this round. Last book that I'll share. So this was Joshua Williamson is writing the reboot for Superman, for the main Superman title. Fantastic. I haven't picked up Superman in a while until this most recent Dawn of DC reboot. I've been really impressed with both Action Comics and Superman. So this is another one that it's still early on in the process, like in the run. So it's easy to go and pick it up. I recommend it. It's really well done. Artwork by Jamal Campbell is fantastic. He's killing it. And then Williamson just did a really good job. So Williamson signed this for me, and then he did this cool little, I don't know if I'd consider it a remark, but he colored in the S on Superman's chest plate.
Oh, okay.
And he signed it. Yeah, he signed it there, so you can see the signature. So this was cool. Again, this was another one that was just a personal pickup. I really enjoyed his work. I did also get, I'm going to save that for last. So I'm going to go ahead and, if you guys have, what's up, Christina? Oh, hey, let me say hi to real quick to some folks here. Pearson, what's up? Good to see you. He says, good evening, everyone. Christina Payne says, hello, everyone. Glad to have you there as well. El Green commenting on the books. Yeah, very beautiful. It was a great convention. Had a great time with my son there. And we just got a lot of good father-son bonding time and just a lot of good time hanging out with artists and just being there. Hey, what's up, Emily Day? Good to see you hanging out. Yes, Superman Action, they are crushing it. And congratulations to you. I heard about the news. Not going to say it publicly, but huge congratulations. I'm so happy for you. It means I'll see you less, but I'm very happy for you. Because Paul did pass on the news. So big, huge shout out to you. I'll have to come by there and see you. So, make sure and smash the like button. Thank you. Okay, so Stu and JT, do you guys have enough stuff for one more round?
Yeah, I got one more.
I got like three or four more.
Okay, cool. Stu, let's take it on. Let's take it from there.
All right. One of my favorite series for quite a while, Ice Cream Man.
Oh, wow.
I'm not quite sure who did this series.
That's cool.
That is that's really cool. Wow, the eyeballs are like freaking.
Yeah, it's wild. You read this book? I love this book. Red Room Crypto Killers, #1 by Ed Piskor. One of my favorite creators out there. It's got a great podcast, Cartoonist Kayfabe, yeah. And then with Void Rivals coming out and Lorenzo De Felici linking back up with Robert Kirkman, I never got to check out Chroma. So I have the second issue somewhere around here, but yeah, I got the 3 issues of Chroma. I'm gonna check that out. I don't know if anybody out there has read it. But these are
nice.
The artwork in these is pretty. Yeah, the artwork in these is pretty great. That's all I got.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's keep it moving along to JT.
All right, so my last 3 books. Okay, so this book right here, this is a good start to Black Panther. I know people didn't like the Ridley run that much, but Eve Ewing is killing it on this one. She took, I don't know what you call it, crumbs from the last book and made it so much better. Let me show you the inside too. No spoilers, but I just want to show y'all this art. So dope. My man Chris Allen. Killer.
Oh wow.
Big splash pages.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great. I thought it was a great intro.
Yes, it was. Yeah, so I'm excited about this run. Black Panther. This is more so focused on. And the good thing is, I was able to get a 1 in 50 Bedrock had these on sale. I think they were like $15-$20 for 1 in 50, so I had to go ahead and pick it up. So, and last but not least, everybody remember Static Shock, the cartoon?
Yeah, of course.
I don't know if y'all remember that episode. The nonsense.
Oh, what? Yeah, okay. I'd seen this come out.
First comic book appearance. He's never been in the actual comics. They introduced him in here. This is a one-shot Static team up.
I love that cover.
I like that cover. It's Nostalgia Bullstone. I also have a 1 in 25. I didn't bring it with me.
Wow.
Cool. I like it. That's it. That's all I got.
Very cool, man. I like that. I like that. I want to know more about the Anansi because I saw it, but I don't know much about it.
He's like a spider toad.
Okay.
Yeah. It's also an American Neil Gaiman's American Gods.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotcha. All right. Let me show this. I think this is the yeah. So okay. So I shared. So I'll do this. Does either of you guys have any more to share after this?
No, I'm all tapped out.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll go ahead and close it out with just one more, and this will be a reading recommendation as well. So I haven't finished it yet, but I just think it's a really cool combination, like a multiversal warrior book. Justice League Incarnate was a prelude to Dark Crisis. It was a 5 or 6 issue miniseries written by Joshua Williamson with art by Dennis Culver. Joshua had he had some hardbacks at his booth for sale. So when I got him to sign those, I had only the first, I think, for 2 or 3 single issues, but I decided to go ahead and get, because I like these little hardcovers that DC and Marvel put out with the full book jacket. So I went ahead and got him to sign it, and I picked it up from him, which meant I paid full retail, but that was okay because he did personalize it for me. And then he wrote this little dark side is. This is. So yeah, this is one of those fun, kind of wacky titles that is it ties into the larger universe. It's not like a necessity, but it is a fun book to pick up. And I do like the team that they put together for it, including the Thomas Wayne Batman and the what was it?
Nice.
It was Val Zod, right? Superman. Is that him, JT?
Yeah. I'm not sure. Is it President Superman or is it? Yeah, I think it's President Superman.
Yeah. Okay. And then they also threw Orion and Captain Carrot of all people in there. So that was kind of cool. So yeah, and then a version of, I think it's Mary Marvel. So fun book, fun pickup, good reading recommendation for you. Your local comic shop should have it at some point. But yeah, great art, and I love that they even found a way to fit Etrigan the Demon into it. Well, thank you all so much for tuning in tonight for the episode of Monday Halls Live. Just a reminder that we will have a full episode of the giveaway show this Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Central. We are going to be talking about The Flash and the box office reception there. We're going to talk about that along as well as other major comic book films that have had varying degrees of success at the box office. It's all over the headlines that The Flash came in well under the projections. And we'll discuss part of the reason why. So we'll go into that. We'll also talk about Spider-Verse, some of the other major films that have come out, within the past year, and just kind of what the box office trends are and what that's looking like. Should be fun. We're also going to, from what I understand, the $25 challenge was not locked in last week. So if you haven't voted for that yet under the community tab, go and vote, because the voting, I guess, is still open. They decided to keep the voting open because it was tied last Wednesday when it was supposed to end between Paul and Mr. Collector. So the deal is that they had $25 at Comic Palooza to spend, and then came back each with one book that they had to only pay $25 or less for. Then those books were voted on, and they were running a tie. We've had like 65 or 70 votes thus far, so make sure and go vote, because one of them, basically they're racing for pink slips. So whoever loses also loses their book, and the other one gets it. So yeah, when I said that, because I surprised them on air with it. When I said that on air, like jaws were like Mr. Collector's literal jaw, like just dropped open, and Paul kind of got stopped laughing. Basically, he was kind of like, it was fantastic because neither of them saw it coming, and but yeah, so we'll do like another fun prize or something, but you guys are voting. Everybody who's watching in the chat, you're voting, and if you're watching on the rewind, you do have until this Wednesday, the 21st at 10 p.m. Central, to go ahead and do your vote. But right now, crazy enough, Mr. Collector is actually winning with I think he's got like 51 or 52% of the vote right now. So if y'all haven't voted, it's like right there in terms of somebody deciding who wins. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, it's been it was like 12 days ago that we did it. Yeah, so this is it right here. That's the poll. We've had 64 votes. Mr. Collector, he has an Iron Fist number 1 and approximately a 7.0. He's winning with 52% of the vote. Paul found an X-Men number 37, the Silver Age, in a 5.0, and he's losing. They both found these books for $25 each. So yes, and Paul's losing with 48% of the vote. So I thought for sure when he busted out the Silver Age that Paul was going to win. But yeah, right now he's losing to Mr. Collector. So the private chat has been going all day today because Paul's claiming that Mr. Collector has bots and is cheating, and Mr. Collector is saying that he's already working on a speech. So yeah, so I don't know. It's getting pretty. Yeah, it's gotten way closer than I expected it to get. So if you haven't voted, if you're watching tonight and you haven't voted, make sure and go do that. It's under the community tab here on the YouTube channel. Make sure you check it out. There's other fun polls about G.I. Joe characters and where's your favorite place to read comics and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, be on the lookout because we are going to be adding a couple of new features to Monday Halls, including FOC picks and our hot picks. So we're going to be doing some hot picks. I'm going to be getting people's what books that they're watching out for, and we're going to be doing that to help you pick the best books. I know there's a lot of other channels that do it as well, but we wanted to add our own take and our own slant on it. So we hope that you'll be hanging out with us for that. Thanks again for being here tonight and for hanging out with us. Big, huge thanks to Stu and JT for being here. You can find Stu at Dr. Doom's Fan Club on Instagram. And then you can find JT at JT_comic books. I'm going to let each of these guys give a quick hello, or let them give a quick goodbye, and then I'll sign off.
Yeah, man, come through, guys. And follow me on Instagram. I got history, fun sequences, arts, highlights from my own collection. Do a bunch of different fun things over there. So come check me out. I want to say thank you to Carlos and JT for having me. I had a blast.
Awesome. JT.
All right, guys. Once again, JT Comic Books, JT_comic books. Find me on Instagram. I post my PC books, baby. Come check it out. Also, again, shout out Comic Book Fiend Club, comicbookfiendclub.com. See what we do. We all work in the community, working together, collecting and connecting. All of it.
Nice. All right. Big thanks to the guys for being here and hanging out tonight. This show couldn't happen without all the different guests that come on, as well as you in the chat. If you're on the rewind, if you're watching this on the rewind or you watched it live during the chat, thank you so much for being here and hanging out, because this show wouldn't be what it is without you. So thank y'all for being here tonight. We will catch y'all later, and we're looking to see y'all. We're looking to see you next. Oh, wait, hang on. You know what? I almost forgot, guys. How could I forget? Big, huge shout out to at Shop for Comics on Instagram. And does he have a YouTube channel also? Do y'all know?
Not that I know of.
Okay, so
I'm not sure. Yeah,
he's at Shop for Comics. So he does this cool little project where he draws members of the comic book community as superheroes. Here is Stu as God Emperor Doom. Yeah, it's fantastic.
With the Kirby Crackle.
And then here is JT.
Oh yeah.
Is this Blue Marvel?
Blue Marvel, yep.
Yes. Okay.
That's
I love it.
fantastic.
I love the hat that he threw on there. So that is a really cool one. And then he just recently released mine. That is my figure, what I look like when I do take my shirt off. But I just never take my shirt off, so you never see it. But there's me as Vigilante. And yeah, just really big, huge shout out and props to him for doing this. Big thing. It's just a fun thing he does. You should hit him up on Instagram if you're interested in him doing that and adding you to the Schaupverse as it is. But yeah, so big shout out to him and thanks to him for doing that for the community and just making it one more fun thing about our community. Y'all take care. Have a great night. Make sure to be here with us Wednesday at 10 p.m. Central, and we will see you then. Thanks for having us in to your home tonight.
Thank y'all.